Hola amigos, welcome to Tarot My Love. We're going to do the Gemini singles
Gemini singles. Hola. April
for April.
2021.
The
My
four
God, it's April.
pillars.
Almost.
See, almost
Yeah.
very fast.
Wow. So the 4 pillars spread, we call this for super singles.
See.
We want to clear the runway, and I'm going to call it Spirit Airlines until I get a letter from a lawyer. We're going to ask Spirit Airlines, babe, to go ahead and land on the runway, your soulmate, the person that's right for you. That's what this reading's for. We're not looking for the person that's the next problem and our lesson, you know. We want someone that's meant to be in your life, that's for your greatest good, and it'll be for their greatest good because that's how it works.
Okay.
Right. If it's one, it's the other.
One.
That's what we're looking for. We're going to try to identify them. Okay, Gemini. Kind of look at the emotional, the intellectual, the sexual, and the lifestyle or core value issues with your person. And that's what the reading will focus on here and look for. You need to lay it out. Okay. We'll really look at the bottom of the deck like all of this. So, 8 of Wands with the Fool. Wow. Emotionally, that's interesting energy. So somebody's probably been through a lot. And he's got an intellect, death in the 9 of Cups. Death in the 9 of Cups whistling past the graveyard. You know that one?
No.
When you walk past the graveyard, you're really at night and you're very scared. So you whistle to remind you so you're not scared. So this is kind of what I had, death in the 9 of Cups. And then sexually, always good to get a wand in there, I think, being a fire sign Mars. So, wow, in the Tower. I shouldn't laugh. But it's maybe someone that maybe has premature ejaculation issues.
Okay. This is the
sexual aspect. You always got to go there. I didn't finish, I go, So, wow. So, in their business, the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups and the 7 of Swords, look, both sevens. So, someone who's very active in their lifestyle and what they do. And I wonder if they're not a private investigator or a detective or, private investigators. They mostly, I believe, investigate like hanky-panky with couples, right? So they have 90%. That kind of is kind of the energy. So, with the 7 of Swords, this is definitely going to be the energy of really discerning, really carefully, and understanding the dark side of life. This here, 7 of Swords. This is someone that knows they're not like, I'm not going to say they're morbid or anything like that, but
they are not what?
They know life. They know hardcore. They understand death. They understand reality. They're they get it. They're not afraid to look life head on. They do something where they're doing that, like a detective, or this is kind of there. It's not. I mean, they're going to be all kind of interested in detective shows, crime shows, stuff like that. And because it's almost too, these are people's dreams maybe, so they deal somewhere how with people's dreams. This person, and it makes sense, but figure out how that might work. I mean, they could be a salesperson, and they have to really read people to understand what dream they want, and they deliver it. I don't know if that makes sense, like in terms of their work. So we're trying to identify them for you here, Gemini. And emotional, it's like they are very emotional, and with this 8 of Wands, that's not bad, but man, that's like that could be your fire sign moon, your Sag moon comes to mind, Aries moon. Where emotionally you're very comfortable with things happening fast, with a lot of activity. You don't mind it being thrown at you. And there's somebody that's like open-minded to a fault, just between the death and the 9 of Cups and the Fool and the 8 of Wands here. They could be someone that is extremely open-minded and open-minded to anything to do with the occult. So as you're talking to them, you'll find this out. They're going to be familiar with tarot most likely, numerology, astrology, this kind of thing. And they will probably have an interest. This person, this is going to be easy, Gemini. If they're going to watch Netflix or whatever in the evening, okay, they're going to really like the reality shows about crime, true crime, solving crimes, and also think, because things that involve death,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and they may talk about this, but generally speaking, they're like gonna their way they speak and communicate. They're going to be a happy kind of person, like I think a bright person. You're going
Mm-hmm.
to be engaging and bright and kind of happy. And sexually, I don't know what to say with this page of wands here. When you get the page with the tower, maybe it's someone that's, because we don't know the age who's watching this, but it could be someone that doesn't have a lot of sexual experience.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe what experience they had was very bad. And okay, we always look for stories. So maybe the story they tell you, and people, we tell our stories on dates, especially if it's supposed to be your person here. Maybe the story they tell you is like, I really laid it on the line sexually, and this person did that, and it was a disaster, something like that. So it's like maybe because of that, they've sort of not been a real sexual person, maybe. And so they don't have a lot. Now, that's not necessarily bad, but so they just don't maybe have a lot of sexual experience. So you may have
Mm-hmm.
a lot more than they do. Not really a bad thing. There could be, especially with theirs being the way they are, with their core values too, it's like trust is going to be super important to your person here, Gemini. They're going to say this even in a couple hour date or whatever, getting to know each other. They're going to say something about trust. I got to trust people. Trust's important to me. Um, that kind of thing. And they're going to have to kind of have a little, I doubt they're going to be a first date lay. They're going to want to think about it a minute, I think. But, when you have this kind of connection, anything can happen. But if they do go to bed on the first date, it's going to be because they feel really strong, instant connection, which is likely. Certainly not unlikely. Okay, Gemini. So I think that gives you some idea what you're looking for. Let us know if you meet this person. Join a dating site, and it's for April. And see if you can't run across someone like this. See if that's not your person. All right, thank you. Gemini's.